Elderly nutrition myths. Debunked. What really keeps you healthy? What if I told you that most seniors are following decades old nutrition advice that isn't just outdated, it's actively sabotaging their health? From dangerous myths about low protein diets to misguided fears of healthy fats, well meaning but misinformed eating habits are silently robbing older adults of strength, vitality, and precious years. The truth? Many common sense food rules for aging are based on obsolete science, leaving seniors weaker, more vulnerable to disease, and accelerating decline instead of preventing it. What you don't know about nutrition after 60 could be the difference between thriving and barely surviving. And the biggest risks aren't what you've been told. Would you trust a 40-year-old map to navigate today's roads? Then why trust outdated dietary advice to guide your health in your golden years? The real enemy isn't cholesterol or salt. It's malnutrition masquerading as wisdom, and it's time to expose the truth. The truth about calories. Are you eating too much or too little? One of the biggest misconceptions about nutrition as we age is how many calories we should be eating. Some people believe they need to drastically cut calories to avoid weight gain, while others think they should be eating the same amount as they did in their younger years. But what's the truth? First, let's talk about why calorie needs change with age. As we get older, our metabolism naturally slows down. This means that the body burns fewer calories at rest than it did in younger years. Muscle mass also tends to decrease, which further lowers the number of calories the body needs. However, the mistake many people make is assuming that they must severely restrict their calorie intake to avoid weight gain. While it's true that excessive calorie consumption can lead to weight gain, undereating can be just as dangerous, if not more so. The dangers of undereating. Eating too few calories can lead to muscle loss, weakness, and increased risk of falls. Muscle is essential for maintaining mobility and independence. And without enough calories, your body may start breaking down muscle for energy. A very low-calorie diet can also cause fatigue, dizziness, and cognitive decline. Your brain and body need energy to function properly, and depriving them of adequate fuel can impact your memory, focus, and overall mood. Inadequate calorie intake can weaken the immune system, making seniors more susceptible to illnesses and infections. On the other hand, overeating, especially when consuming empty calories from processed foods, can lead to unwanted weight gain, inflammation, and metabolic disorders such as diabetes. The key is finding the right balance. So, how many calories should seniors be eating? This depends on activity level, metabolism, and individual health conditions. In general, sedentary seniors, little to no physical activity, may need around 1,600 to 1,800 calories per day. Moderately active seniors, those who engage in regular physical activity like walking, gardening, or light exercise, may require 1,800 to 2,200 calories per day. Active seniors, those who engage in daily exercise or physically demanding activities, might need 2,200 to 2,600 calories per day. Instead of obsessing over calorie counting, the best approach is to focus on nutrient-dense foods that provide essential vitamins, minerals, and macronutrients. Prioritizing whole foods like lean proteins, healthy fats, fiber-rich vegetables, and complex carbohydrates ensures that every calorie contributes to your overall well-being. In summary, the goal is to strike a balance, eating enough to maintain strength and energy without overloading on empty calories. It's not just about eating less or more, it's about eating smart. Protein myths. Do seniors really need less protein? One of the biggest misconceptions about elderly nutrition is that seniors need less protein. Some believe that since older adults are less active, their protein intake can be reduced without consequence. However, this couldn't be further from the truth. In reality, protein becomes even more important as we age. Here's why. Prevents muscle loss. Sarcopenia. Aging leads to a natural decline in muscle mass, a condition known as sarcopenia. Without enough protein, muscle loss accelerates, leading to frailty, weakness, and a higher risk of falls. Supports immune function. Protein is essential for the immune system. Inadequate protein intake can weaken immunity, making seniors more susceptible to infections and illnesses. Aids in wound healing. Protein plays a critical role in repairing tissues. Whether recovering from surgery, illness, or minor injuries, adequate protein speeds up the healing process. Maintains bone health. Contrary to the myth that protein is bad for bones, studies show that sufficient protein intake actually supports bone density, reducing the risk of fractures. How much protein? Do seniors need? While the general recommendation for adults is zero point 0.8 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight, research suggests that seniors need 1.0 to 1.2 grams per kilogram to maintain muscle mass and overall health. For those recovering from illness or surgery, even higher amounts may be necessary. For example, a 150-pound, 68 kilogram senior should aim for 68 to 82 grams of protein per day. A 180-pound, 82 kilogram senior should aim for 82 to 98 grams of protein per day. Best protein sources for seniors. Not all protein sources are equal. Seniors should focus on high-quality proteins that provide all essential amino acids, such as lean meats, chicken, turkey, lean beef, fish, salmon, tuna, mackerel, eggs, a perfect protein source with essential nutrients, dairy, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, low-fat cheese, legumes and beans, lentils, chickpeas, black beans, nuts and seeds, almonds, walnuts, chia seeds, flax seeds, protein-rich whole grains, quinoa, farro, oats. Common myths about protein in seniors. Myth: one high protein intake is bad for the kidneys. Truth: unless someone has advanced kidney disease, higher protein intake does not harm kidney function. In fact, moderate protein intake is beneficial for overall health. Myth 2: protein causes osteoporosis. Truth: protein is essential for bone health. Studies show that seniors with higher protein intake have stronger bones and a lower risk of fractures. Myth 3: seniors can get enough protein from vegetables alone. Truth: while some vegetables contain protein, they don't provide all essential amino acids. Plant-based seniors should include legumes, tofu, quinoa, and nuts to meet their protein needs. By increasing protein intake and choosing the right sources, seniors can maintain strength, mobility, and overall well-being well into their later years. The carbohydrate confusion: should you avoid carbs altogether? Low-carb diets have become incredibly popular, leading many seniors to believe that all carbohydrates are bad. However, the truth is that not all carbs are created equal. While refined carbs like white bread and sugary snacks should be limited, whole food carbohydrates such as whole grains, legumes, and vegetables are packed with fiber, vitamins, and minerals that are essential for digestive health and energy. In this section, we'll discuss how to choose the right carbs and avoid the ones that can lead to weight gain and blood sugar spikes. Part 4: Fats and Cholesterol. Why you shouldn't fear healthy fats. For decades, dietary fat has been demonized, especially for older adults concerned about heart health. But recent research has shown that healthy fats are not only beneficial, but essential for brain function, hormone production, and overall well-being. We'll go over the best sources of healthy fats and how they contribute to longevity and vitality in seniors. Hydration misconceptions. Are you drinking enough water? Many seniors unknowingly suffer from chronic dehydration, which can cause fatigue, confusion, and digestive issues. Some believe that they don't need as much water as they used to, but this is far from the truth. The body's ability to retain water decreases with age, making it even more important to drink adequate fluids. We'll explain how much water seniors really need and the best ways to stay hydrated throughout the day. Conclusion: the key to lifelong health. Proper nutrition is about more than just following the latest diet trends. It's about making informed choices that support your body's changing needs as you age. By debunking these common myths and focusing on balanced, nutrient-rich foods, you can stay strong, energized, and healthy well into your golden years. If you found this information helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below. Let us know which myth surprised you the most or if you have any other topics you'd like us to cover in the future. Thank you for watching, and here's to a healthier, happier life ahead.